everybody, it's Denise from Wonderland Boutique and welcome to my channel. Right now in the world we are going through an unprecedented time with the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, and we're supposed to be practicing self-isolation, and there's a lot of panic, a lot of concern, and flat out just a lot of uncertainty right now. And so I'm going to take this time to get ready to go nowhere. An introvert's dream. So don't tease me with a good time, Mr. Newsman, and tell me to stay inside. I got that covered. But somebody mentioned that they would like to see me do my makeup, which I never thought anybody would say that. I always think I look like a hot mess express, so I'm hoping I can bring you a little comic relief to this very crazy time in our world, and I'm going to do my makeup. Now, mind you, I am not a beauty guru. Oh, sensei, I am not somebody who is that best at, well, anything. But I do my makeup the same, which might be the benefit, and I usually do it in a very particular way. So I'm going to show you guys like what I use on this little face right here. As far as my products, I have my handy dandy mirror right here. So I'm going to do my makeup over here. I also have my Jeffree Star handheld mirror so I can look at it and look at you all because I love you all so much. And I've got my makeup here ready to go. And of course I have my Diet Coke with my metal straw because environment. Tasty. I am a Diet Coke fiend. If you did not know that about me, Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, and coffee. I could live off of them. I love water as well, but as far as like sodas, Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, love. So let's get this started. It does look like I have eyebrows, potentially, because I have my eyebrows microbladed. Otherwise, I would be sitting here looking like a naked mole rat, but I still fill them in. So what I start my routine with is this. This is, let me put my hand behind here so it can focus. This is Beauty Counter Match Recovering Sleeping Cream. So this is their heavy duty night cream. I use this as my day cream and night cream, and you just give a little pushy push like that and it comes out the top. And I usually do 2 to 3 pumps. I have extremely dry skin. And I have rosacea, which you can see how red my cheekies are. No, that's not blush, that's rosacea. So, and I'm going through a dry patch on my face right now, like these little bumpies and stuff are dry patches that itch. And I just saw the doctor before the outbreak, and she even said I'm having really bad dry skin. So I don't know what's changing. I swear by these products because my face actually used to be worse than it is. But Beauty Counter is, what do you call it? Multi-level marketing? Oh, it's direct sales. Like you can only buy it from a consultant or like on their website, you know, with the in-home parties and stuff like that. But because I have hypersensitive skin, I swear by this. It doesn't make me itch, it doesn't make me break out, and it has helped my skin tremendously. So I just let that give a little dry. I don't have one of those fans all fancy like other people, but just give it a little dry. Give it a chance to soak in, and then we'll get started on our next step. I do use a primer, and I kind of switch back and forth between a few primers, but right now the one I'm using is Morphe. This is Foundation Primer, and it's an equalizer. So it's a clear product that comes out on my little fingy fing. Okay, so you can see the clear substance. Not a very pleasant looking substance. It's kind of clear and gooey. Ew, if you catch my drift. Not the most appetizing, shall we say. So I just give this a little pity pat all over the face. And as you can see, I am very red right now. This will go away. This is what we use makeup for. And a little sippy sip. Very thirsty. Again, I kind of bounce between a couple foundations. Right now, I'm using Morphe Fluid Foundation. It's called Fluidity. And this is an F160 matte, aka pale with red undertones or pink undertones because of this. So what I do is I used to use a damp beauty blender. Now I'm back to using a brush. So what I do is I put the foundation right on the brush here, and this is probably not what you're supposed to do. And I do a goopity goop, and then I have some still oozing out of the container, and I just give it a little wipey wipe on the face, so I use the excess. And then I just do some dabbing to kind of spread the foundation out amongst the areas on my face so that I don't use it all in one spot, because I definitely do that. And then I just dab, 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 dab all over. But I do come down and do around my neck. And one of those. The 90s is over. There should not be a hard stop at your chin. You should blend your foundation down, ladies. That is something I will always do. And then once I get like the dab, dab, dab going, I do a blend, blend, blend. And then I'll take a smaller brush. This is a Jeffree Star X Morphe brush. And I'll get a little foundation out of the lid. And then I'll put it on my eyelids around my eyebrows and like pretend I'm carving out my eyebrows. Even though I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to cover the redness and cover around the eyebrows. Because I don't want to cover my eyebrows all the way. Since they are microbladed, I mean, I paid for them and went through the pain. I would like them to be seen. And if anybody asks, yeah, microblading hurts, guys. I have a tattoo that takes up my entire thigh. And microblading hurts more than that. So then I also use it to get into the crevices of the nose. And then I take a little look-see, see where we're at with things. I'm looking a little more acceptable. So then I take my Tarte Shape Tape, which every beauty guru just adores. This is also in shade pale, or 1-2B fair beige. And I go under my eye, and I do like this little thingy, like a right angle. And then I do down the center of my nose, and I do like a little arrow thingy at the top of my head, and then I put some on my chin, just like that. Now, some of you might be screaming like, what is she doing? Hey, this is how I do it. And then I dab, dab, dab. Okay. Concealed. Now, I take my setting powder and I bounce between Laura Mercier and this ratchety brand Shany that I've like only ever seen on Amazon. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, this stuff is talc free because I break out and get itchy poos from talc. And it's only like $7 for this little thing compared to my $40 Laura Mercier. Maybe Laura Mercier was more, I don't know. And then I use a big old fluffy brush from Morphe. And I go dab, 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 and then put some in the lid, which is too much. And I get it all over, usually all over my clothes. And then I put setting powder everywhere because I use it like a powder. I don't just use it as setting powder. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I do. And it seems to work for me. So now that I have setting powder all in my lungs and all over my shirt, don't forget your neck, I'm done with my setting powder. Then, depending on my mood, I either start to contour or I do my eyebrows. Now, as you can see, it still looks like I have eyebrows, but to me, I want them a little more defined and a little bit darker. So, what do I use? I use El Cheapo brand e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This bad boy is a whopping $2. I have used Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I've used all these expensive brands, and either the pencil like goes by so quickly, it's like, oh, there goes $25 in a week, or it just doesn't cover like I like. I have literally bought 12 of these at a time. Hoarder, yes, but I'm so afraid they're going to discontinue these and then I won't have my eyebrow. And I use shade Neutral Brown. And then what I do is I start at the beginning of my eyebrow where it's microbladed but kind of hard to see right here and right here. And then I fill in all the way and extend the tails a bit more. So let me work on these for you. Magnifique. And my eyebrows are done. Now just remember, your eyebrows are cousins, not twin sisters, so they're not going to look exact. So next thing I do is, I don't know where this ratchety brush came from, but it's old and janky. I'm not going to lie, I might have got it at the dollar store. But for some reason, I love this brush. This brush is super soft and it deposits like a lot. And then I use Too Faced, which is broken, but you can see how much I use that bad boy. I can't tell you what color it is because it's so old. It's worn off the back. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it smells like chocolate, which I love. So I do a little dab, 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 knock it off, and then I do my contour. And what I do is I do the whole duck face. Well, that's duck face. So I do fishy face and see where my lines are, and I start a little higher. And I start at the top of my face because I learned from a makeup artist that when you put the brush down, it deposits the most makeup wherever you place the brush first. So you don't want to start down here and look like you got punched in the face. So you start at the top and then drag it down. Drag it all the way to your hairline. And then I do the same on the other side. Okay, so I got the bronzer contour going for both sides. Then what I do is I do all around my forehead and around my temples. And I go directly into the hairline because I want that shit blended. And then what I do is I put a little bit of bronzer up here. I don't know if this is bronzer, contour, I don't know what it is. But I use it as bronzer and contour. And then I take this little brush and I squeeze it closed. And then I dab, dab, dab in the bronzer, and that's how I do the contour on my nose. And I do a little V at the end. And then I do, I think it's called your cubics. Maybe not. Whatever this is. I do this little guy right there. And then, so I lost a lot of weight, and I have this excess skin here. It's not a double chin, it's excess skin, unfortunately, that the only way I can get rid of is through surgery. So since that's not happening, I try to hide it as much as possible. So I learned that you take your bronzer, contour, whatever, and you do it on the top of your jawline. I was doing it on the bottom of the jawline, and I was told that makes it look like you have a droopier chin. And I said, well, I've been doing that for years, so whoops. But you're supposed to do it on the top of your jawline. And then I go down the neck. Okay. Starting to look like a human being with some color in my face. I love blush. And right now I'm really into this blush. So we're going to use this one. This is Lorac Cinematic. And this stuff has a lot of fallout, but has a lot of color to it. So I'm just going to take this brush, I don't know where it's from, but I just do one dab in there and you can see like all the fallout in the pan. And then I also have to do to get some of that color off. And again, I start like at the top and bring it in, and I do the apples of my cheeks by smiling really big like I'm a happy person. And then I do it on the other side. And then I just use my fingers and blend it out a little. So now that we're getting the face work done, the next step is to finish the eyes. If you've seen any of my other videos or if you've seen any of my pictures, I do a black wing on each side, black underliner, and black mascara. But I'll tell you what, I have mastered the art of a black wing because let's say my husband's driving me in the car, I can do a black wing while being driven in a car. Now, I can't do it myself while driving, but if I'm the passenger, I can wing it and it looks great. So I'm going to do my wingy. Look how good that wing looks. Not to dote on myself, but it's a good wing. Ah, shit. I just had some go on the top of my eye. Here I am talking about how great I am. Just a little too much excess makeup. So now I'm going to use my little baby brush, put a little foundation back up there from where I wiped it off. And I do start at the inner part of my eye. I don't know, I guess that's wrong. And then I start backwards on the left-hand side because I can't do it any other way. Dun, 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 dun. Winged eyes, baby. And then I take, oh, I didn't say what brand I used. Whoops. I use e.l.f. Yet again, black eyeliner. I think it's $2. Can't complain. And I don't break out. Now for my under eye, I put it in my wet line. And I use CoverGirl. Right now I'm using the CoverGirl Katy Perry brand black eyeliner. I don't use waterproof or anything like that. I just use black eyeliner. And I make a silly face because I put it right in my wet line. Alright, I got the eyeliner on. Whoa! Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to look like a humanoid. Sippy sip. So now for mascara. I don't do fake eyelashes on the reg or even very often. I only do them for like super special occasions. But there's two mascaras I'm switching between. One is Lancome Monsieur. Let me hold these both up. Two mascaras that I'm switching between right now is Lancome Monsieur and this Trestique stuff that I got from a BoxyCharm unboxing I did. It has this built-in lash curler at the end, which I don't use because I don't see that it makes a difference. However, I am thoroughly impressed by this mascara. It does not make my eyelashes fall out or itch, so it works. But I feel like it gives me length, and I like how my lashes look with it. So this is my current staple. Okay, mascara is on. And then, oh no, I don't have any highlighter up here. Hold please, have to get intermission, gotta get highlighter. Okay, I'm back. I am using Platinum Ice by Jeffree Star. There's a couple colors that I usually use. Ice Cold and Canary Bling. You can see what I've used. And I have a fan brush from Morphe. And I just do it up here. I think that's where you're supposed to do it, like at the top. So you can see that little bling bling. I do it on both sides. And I go all the way up in the hairline. Looks like I got more on that side than this side. Put a little more. And then I do the little end of the nose thing and above the cubic bone. And that's it for highlighter. I don't do anything else. I don't do the head or anything. I don't need my forehead to look any bigger than it already is. Then for lippy lips, I am obsessed with lipstick. I use so many different types of lipstick. Don't mind me rummaging through my jar. I use so many different types of lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip stains. Right now, my go-to that I've been using is Spiced Wine Butter London Lip Liner. Might be kind of hard to see. And then I am using Rosewood by Beauty Counter. It's a lip stain. So I just line my lips. I don't overline or anything like that. I don't have like super small lips, but I don't have really big lips either. I'd love to get lips, so help subscribe so that I can get more subscribers and get a vial of Juvederm. Thanks! Okay, And since I can't see without my glasses really very well, unless I'm super close up, glasses! And then this is my finished look. Let me zoom, get a little closer, and close my eyes so you can see, and you can see my pretty lips. So this is how I do my makeup. La la la. I don't use a setting spray because I generally will sweat from them for some odd reason. I feel like it makes me look shiny. So I have lots of setting sprays, but I don't really use them. Every once in a while I will, and just give it a whirl and see what happens. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. A little comedic relief for things that are going on in the world. I hope everybody stays safe, healthy, and sanitizes. If you aren't subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and all of my social media. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. I got a hair. Ow. And all my social media for Facebook and Instagram will be linked down below, so make sure you're following Wonderland Boutique. This is Denise from Wonderland Boutique, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Those are my shots for the thumbnail. Don't delete those. Thanks. Bye.